This thing is an apex predator that has one thing on its mind, and that is to kill.
With all the thousands of sightings that have been reported, if even only 1% of them is legitimate, then we have an issue.
Naturally, I'm a skeptic, but I have seen one with my own eyes.
I've heard stories of these creatures traveling along the military crest of a hill, moving by stealth, using cover and concealment, communicating to one another so that they can maneuver and gain a position of advantage on their prey or on humans that they're trying to observe.
When I listen to these recent eyewitnesses talk about them shooting these things and them not reacting, what does that? I mean, when you get shot 6 times with a .30-06 and you waltz away.
I'm the science specialist for the NADP, set up and designed to explore this phenomenon that people have been reporting on for the last several decades. That phenomenon is sightings of upright cadence. The biggest difference that I see between the werewolf and the Dogman is that the werewolf is something that transforms from one organism to another, human to wolfman. The Dogman is always the Dogman, whether it was born or created.
Take your typical timber wolf and bulk it up to about 7 feet, make the arms very human looking, and the legs same as a dog, but this thing is upright and it's able to move. I believe it exists because when you look at Egyptian folklore, Greek folklore, even the original St. Michael painting was of a dog-headed saint. Everything goes back to just the same type of characteristics of this creature.
I think Dogman is a killing machine. I think that's what he was created for. I think he's very dangerous, but I think he also thinks things through more than most animals. I don't think he's just always going on primal instinct. What I contribute to the organization is the ability to look at photos and video and be able to distinguish what is real and what is pixels.
I think my military background has something to contribute to the NADP. The movements of the Dogman are very similar in my mind to tactical movements of soldiers, using cover and concealment, using shadows and terrain to help mask their movement from one point to another.
What I bring to the group in the form of technology, I think a lot of it came from my paranormal experiences. If I'm out in the field and I encounter one face to face, I have come to the realization at that point I could die. And if I die, I know for a fact that I will have it on video. I will have recorded this creature possibly killing me, and I'm okay with that.
I believe that Dogman is extremely intelligent. He also has common sense. He's able to open a car door, he's able to open a house door.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Listen, I appreciate you taking the time to let us come out get your story.
And we heard a kind of muffled sound, growl. It was at least 7 foot tall, if not taller.
I could tell right away when someone is creating a story. I knew right away when she started talking that this was a legit case.
Could you give us a little input on what you saw as far as description of the eyes and
the eyes were like a yellowish green color. They were really big, and I was just like, I froze because I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know if it was going to try to break the window or if it was going to try to do anything else.
I was feeling what she was feeling. I could imagine, you know, I was picturing her sitting there staring at this thing, wondering what it is, and at the same time, is it going to come into the house?
Right.
My daughter is my most important thing.
Now you stated that it was actually, it put its snout up to the window.
I know that it wasn't broke before.
It wasn't broke prior to your sighting?
Mm-mm.
Once I hear a witness account of a Dogman sighting or experience, the first thing I would do is search for some type of physical evidence, whether it's tracks, scratches, any kind of damage to the property.
Sarah, can you get some video, Judy?
There's a chance we might be able to find footprints, possibly even DNA, saliva, blood. We don't know. The sooner we get to it, the better. I believe they're highly intelligent animals, possibly as intelligent as us. They live by the laws of nature. You know, kill or be killed, eat, hunt to survive. Nature is brutal.
My wife supports me. She's not a real believer. I'm hoping one day I have her out there and Dogman scares the hell out of her and she can respect what I'm doing.
If we get separated, stay put, don't scream out, we'll come and find you. What I have here is night vision. Enhances light, which is great, especially when we have the moon out. I can see across the fields. And it's just another way of, it's just another tool.
We're looking for footprints, looking for hair samples, claw marks in the trees, particularly where the native animals that are supposed to live here wouldn't necessarily leave them.
Y'all are going to be looking for evidence. I'm going to be looking out for all of you. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Do your jobs out here, and I'll watch out for y'all.
Mitch is a character. I trust my life with him. The team trusts their life with him. If there was a steel cage match between Dogman and Mitch, I would definitely put my money on Mitch, and I would feel very sorry for the Dogman that's in that cage.
Cottontail or jackrabbit? Probably cottontail around here.
Jackrabbit.
cottontail in this area, so that's
One of the pieces of equipment that we use is the wounded animal call. It allows you to remotely trigger wounded animal sounds through a speaker box. What we're trying to do, if a Dogman is truly a canine, then we can trigger these wounded animal calls like a rabbit, and in turn the Dogman would come in and look for that wounded rabbit, and then we have it.
When Dave is performing any type of sound experiment, it gives me an opportunity to use like an infrared camera or something of that sort, maybe a FLIR, to look around the area and see if anything's kind of being drawn in, or maybe anything's running away.
Dogman, it's an apex predator that seems to be living right next door to millions of people. So the better we understand it, the better we can live together in this world.
If we get a Dogman, we'll have the answers that everybody wants. We don't want to kill it.
I would like to believe that the level of hubris of the human race hasn't exceeded our ability to believe in the unknown. The Dogman exists.
There's something out there that goes bump in the night. This thing goes bump in the night, but it bites.